What's up, guys? It's your boy Acro Brandon, and today we're gonna do a Rubberbanditz band work type of workout. If you're like me, we're all stuck indoors. We don't know what to do. We can't go to the pole and aerial studio. We can't go to the gym. We're back to nature, right? Running and stuff, lame. So maybe you're looking for something. You've got utensils, you've got equipment already. You were wondering what you can be doing at home. So this is actually something I do quite regularly. We're going to be looking at Rubberbanditz. First, you got to check out this studio. I got all sorts of nerd gear going on. Hold on, let me take you on a quick little virtual tour. It slides out like that, so I could take the GoPro, and then we go 360. And I've got like my porn studio lighting over here. And so something's going to be really important. You are going to want to have a big mirror or something that is full length so that you can see what your form is looking like as we go through this. There is no way possible for you to be on top of your form if you don't have a mirror. Now, if you don't have a mirror, that's okay. You can still do the exercises. Maybe you can look into the window and see your reflection or something like that. I don't really know. But you need something that can help you work on your form. So I've got this nerdy little GoPro thing over here that I've had for a couple years that I've never used. Well, it's getting used today, right? I bought it not knowing that this is its purpose. Okay, so we're looking at a band workout. I recommend Rubberbanditz because I like their stuff. Okay, so if you buy their kit, and you could probably order it online and still get it with the coronavirus going on. I mean, deliveries are still happening. Okay, so they have a kit, and I don't know how many bands come in each one because I bought the mega kit. So maybe yours will get 3 or 4 or 5 or something. But you're going to have a few different bands. You've got the yellow one. This is the weakest one right here. This is a good like warm-up-y kind of band. The red one is when we start to talk about business. This is kind of like my first one where I'm actually starting to exercise and I feel some muscle engagement. Then the next step up there is this like kind of darker green teal color. This has some power. And then when you're done fucking around, right, then we've got the pink one. Okay, this one is super strong. It doesn't look like much, but I promise my arms are going to be shaking like noodles and stuff like that. And then this one, we've got the super big band, okay? This is like, I don't know, this is built for like Thor. Yeah, this band is not for you mere mortals, okay? This one, hard as shit. It's super fun. I like this one because it really puts life into perspective and shows me like how weak I really am, okay? So, if you don't have bands, maybe you've only got like basic weights, okay, 5, 8, things like this. You can still get the work done with these. You're just going to have to do more repetitions, okay? So depending on what you're looking for, whether you're looking for building mass, right, you're going to want to be doing less reps with higher weight. And if you're looking to do strength and endurance, okay, then you would be doing something where it's more reps and less weight. Now, I am by no means a personal trainer, but I have been exercising my entire life, so that's a general consensus across the board, okay? So what that means is if you're still working with something super light, because this is all you have, right? 5 pounds, I could do this all day, every day, okay? This is nothing for me, okay? What you need to do in order to create more resistance is now, instead of doing bicep curls where you're like, I'm so strong, right? This weighs nothing, right? What you need to do is go as slow as possible, right? And that is going to fatigue the muscle, and that will give you a similar result when you have something that weighs next to nothing, okay? So you need to find that balance between 5, 8, 10, or the bands, and that's what we're going to look at here. Now, today's workout, we're going to be doing shoulders and back. This is something that I tend to do all the time with the bands because if you're into inversions, handstands, obviously we're pole dancers. A lot of the stuff is upper body if it's not flexibility, right? Building up your shoulder strength. The back is important, right? Because this is where we get the pulling through the lats and everything through here. So this is my general workout that I do with the bands, okay? So if you think that bands are just meant for warm-ups, you are massively wrong, okay? Because a lot of us, yes, we do use them for flexibility. And if you are trying to implement Rubberbanditz in your pole routine, a lot of us think about it as a way to help us increase our strength in static holds and things like that. So if you don't have a pole at your disposal, then what are you supposed to do, right? So this is some exciting stuff that you can do with the band. So this is going to take about, I don't know, 30 minutes. This is going to be a full-on. You can follow along, watch this, and do it with me. I'm not going to cut between all of the stuff in between those two right there, right? So we're going to get started. Hopefully you got your bands close by. Let's get to work. Boom! costume change, right? I got these cute little short shorts on because who doesn't like watching somebody good looking do exercise? But also what I want you to be able to see is the form, top and bottom, all of that great stuff. I don't want it to be hidden wearing clothing. Now, if you do want to wear a pair of shoes, you're more than welcome to. Typically, I do this barefoot at the gym where I have a pair of socks on. So we're just going to get started right away. Okay, so I'm going to start with the yellow band. Okay, so we're going to do a couple different things. We can do shoulder shrugs. We're going to do some overhead presses. We'll do some rotator cuff type of stuff and then bringing it out to the side. We're going to do some lifts in this direction, all sorts of stuff. So you're going to need to find out what band works best for you. Okay, so as you start to experiment with these bands, right, remember what we said, like 10 is kind of like the magic number when it comes to regular exercise, right? You want to figure out, like, if I was lifting 100 pounds, if I could do that 10 pounds and 10 times and die out right at the 10th time, that's the perfect amount of resistance or weight, right? If I scale up after it's 100, it's 120 pounds and I'm doing only 8 reps, that's great. And then you scale up beyond that, say 150 pounds, you only got 6 reps after that. That's a good way to progress and build mass, and strength comes along with that as well. So actually, I'm going to switch. I'm going to go for this first one. Okay, we're going to start with the red band, but you can pick whatever color it is that you want. Okay, and we're going to progress through the bands in color. So we're going to do shoulder shrugs. Okay, so you're going to keep the arms straight. You're going to shrug like, I don't know, up and down. Okay, keep the arms straight and locked out. So I'm going to take the band, I'm going to fold it in half like this. Okay, I'm going to stand right in the middle, figure out where that is, make your adjustments right here. Okay, boom. Then I'm going to use, I don't know, 2 or 3 fingers, kind of depends on what you're feeling like. As the weight increases, it might hurt on the fingertips a little bit, but you just got to suck it up. This is band work, okay? So here I am. It could be deep in the finger. I tend to keep it right in the middle of my fingers here as I stand up nice and tall, so you can kind of see where it's at, right? And I'm using my 3 inner fingers here, standing up nice and tall. Boom, okay? Shrugging 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now I'm going to start to roll the shoulders forward. Okay, a little bit of a rotator cuff exercise at the same time. Rolling it forward. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Backwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, it's already burning, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Boom. Drop the band, shake it off, okay? So we're doing this in real time, so this means that we don't have any time to fuck off, okay, looking at Facebook or Instagram or none of this bullshit. So it's going to minimize the amount of time in between sets so we can actually get some work done. Because I love working out for like hours on end, but you know it would be great if I could get a 3-hour workout in 30 minutes so I could do other things, right? So we want to be resourceful with our time. So I'm going to step up to the next band. So after the red one is this like tealish kind of like green color. I don't really know. Okay, once again, you're going to figure out which is good for you. So after you watch this, maybe you'll have to go backwards. Once again, I'm standing on the band. I still got my 3 fingers. I've got it equal here before I pull it straight up. That way I know it's pulling equally, right? Once again, standing up nice and straight, checking out my form in the mirror, right? Making sure I'm not pulling the shoulders back and arching through the back, okay? But trying to have a neutral spine. That doesn't mean you need to tuck hardcore right here, but just stand up nice and tall. This one is definitely going to give me a little bit of a workout here. So once again, now I'm going to start with shorter numbers, right? We did 1 forwards, backwards, and straight up. I might do them in sets of 5, still trying to get to 10 to see what happens here, right? So I'm going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Backwards. 5. Woo. 4, try not to let the elbows bend. 3, 2, 1. That was only 5. Okay, let's try to get another 5 in. 1, 2, I don't know. 4. Why am I doing this? Forward. 4, 3, 2, feel the burn. 1, backwards, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and back. Damn. Okay, that one's kind of hard. Okay, take a breath. So I'm probably going to go back and do that band one more time. So when we start to do our different sets, whatever it is we're doing, we want to try and do at least 3 sets, maybe 4, maybe 5. Okay, it's going to depend on how many sets that you want to do, depending on how strong you are. But if the first set you do it and it was really easy, you kind of can't count that set. Okay, you need to find at least 3 good sets where each band is giving you good resistance, almost making you fail. Okay, screw it. We're going to do the pink band, okay? We're just going to do some impossible stuff, okay? We'll do 3 at a time. Okay, we're going to move up one more time just to see how hard it is and to challenge our muscles, okay? This is also going to make us challenge our form as well. As you start to lift heavier weights, okay, the quality of your movement and quality of your form starts to get sacrificed and degrades, okay? So we need to dance that line in the pursuit of physical fitness, okay, to be as good as we can be with the highest weight possible as we move through this. Okay, let's do 3 at a time. Up, shrug, I don't know. I hate it. So heavy. Let's go backwards. Whoo, that's hard. Up and back. Back and around. Okay, one more time to the front. 3, come on, can I do one more in each direction? Up. Back. Forward. Oh my God, that's impossible. Okay, shake it out there, 20, 30 seconds. I'm actually gonna go back down to the teal band just like I wanted to. No water yet, okay? No drinking water. Just catch a couple breaths. We're gonna get into it, okay? This is nice. This will build up the traps right here. So you got these big like, blah, ooh, yeah, right here. These are nice, okay? The good massaging muscles, okay, making nice and strong for shoulder mounts and stuff like that. But then these bad boys are gonna get all super huge, and you're gonna do shoulder mounts. You're gonna be like, oh, my fucking shoulder hurts, okay? It's because your traps are so big, okay? We need to figure out how to engage, yet relax at the same time when we're doing pull, but you know, things hurt all the time. Okay, one last set with the green ones, then we're gonna get to it. Setting it up, standing here, boom, boom, boom. Nice and equal, stand up, nice and tall, figure out your alignment, da, 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 da. Relax the arms, keep them straight and locked out from the shoulders. 5 in each direction to start. We'll see, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's good enough for me. I'm gonna pause right here. Okay, so that's kind of like my first warm-up drill, okay? So that's good. Trap work, right? Shoulder shrugs, this kind of action right here. Now, the next thing we're gonna go into, okay, we're gonna do some shoulder presses first. Okay, so I teach this in ring things a lot, okay? What we wanna do is have our arms straight over our shoulders, okay? And right now, if I try to bring my arms all the way back, it pushes my chest forward, and then I start to arch, okay? So I'm in this shape right here. So what I want to think about is neutralizing the spine once again, maybe by tucking the pelvis, and then closing down the ribs a little bit so I can stand up as straight as possible. So my arms aren't above my shoulders anymore. It's going to have to be as good as it is for right now, okay? But what we want to do is as we have the arms straight open overhead, we're going to bend from the elbow, trying to keep the wrist over the elbow and the wrist facing forward. So it's going to want to rotate as you're doing this with the bands because they'll do whatever you want them to do if you're not in control of them. So you want to try and keep the wrist facing forward, bringing it down to a 90 degrees to start. And then from here, as we press back up, the wrist stays over the shoulders and then it comes back together here and you squeeze, okay? What we don't want to do is have the elbows pushing out to the side and the wrists are coming like this and you're doing something like this because we're not getting the full stack, okay? So you're going to want to do this, but you need to keep it stacked here, up, over, back, down, up, over, back, down. As this gets better, now we can go a little bit deeper if we want to and move to more of like a W type of shape, but the wrists are still over the elbows the entire time, okay? So we're going to get started with this. Once again, this is a nice good warm-up. So I'm going to actually start with the yellow band this time, okay? So when I do a little bit more of a strength training type of exercise, I'm going to start with a really light band just so I can warm up the muscle so it can find the movement pathway, and then we'll come back around here, okay? So this time we're going to stand on it, okay, with our heel. It's actually underneath the arch of my foot, so it's on the sole, okay? And then I'm going to just take it behind me, Okay, I keep the band in the palm of my hand, okay? It can't fit perfectly into the groove as much as I'd like it to, but you definitely don't want it up by where the fingers actually meet the palm of the hand, because then it might pull the hand backwards. So you're gonna have to find the balance, especially as we start to get into the heavier bands, how to become stronger and keep your hand at, say, a 45-degree angle when you're pushing through the weight versus letting the band pull the wrist back, which is where you might get a little bit of like wrist fatigue. It's really bad for you anyways, but you also don't want to have your hand totally straight like this, like a punching fist, okay? So from here, we're just gonna stand up nice and tall, right? Get the wrist over the shoulder, all of that great stuff. Okay, finding the alignment, this is where the mirror is gonna start to come in really well and help you out. So I'm gonna take one step to the side because the camera's in the way. Boom, I'm standing up nice and tall. Boom, and then I'm gonna put my hands on my ribs so I can try to close the ribs up, standing up nice and tall. Boom, 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 wrist is facing forward. Here we go, and then now we're gonna bring it out to the side really nice and slow, keeping the wrist facing forward, 90 degrees. Push it straight back up and then back up overhead, okay? Keep pressing down. This is just the warm-up to find the movement path, making sure that we know what we're doing or what I'm asking of you, okay, so that you're not doing this, right? We know we need the hand to end up here, so we're not gonna go straight forward on a diagonal. It's straight up and then in, yeah? Cool, here we go. Just a nice little warm-up. I'm already burning a little bit from this. It's good, because I did this workout yesterday. I'm gonna check myself out in the mirror. Check myself out. Boom, looking good, B. Boom, da, 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 da. Okay, and then I'm gonna take it, I'll warm up the other side. Okay, you should be able to do 10 of these really easily, okay? So if this band is difficult for you, then we need to do this a lot more with a quickness, okay? So we can build up that strength, okay? Because the shoulders are gonna get kind of weak. There's like small twitch fibers in here. You're like, oh my God. You're gonna see once we get to the heavier bands, I'm gonna be shaking too as well. So I'm standing up here nice and tall. Boom, I got the wrist facing forward. My wrist is engaged, hands on the belly, closing things down. Boom, here we go. Warm, just a couple simple ones to 90 degrees first. And over. And a little lower. 3 more. 3. See how my wrist wants to turn? 2. And 1 coming back. Okay. That's the warm up for this exercise. Now it's time for business. Red one, my favorite here, okay? Not much of a break between the yellow and the red because the yellow doesn't really count, right? It's kind of a lightweight exercise there to find your movement pathway. Let's just get to work on the next one. Now here you're gonna be a little more conscious about where the band is crossing over the hand, bringing it around behind you, pressing it up overhead. I might have it roll forward. I'm like, nah, I don't like that. I want it to be a little more forward in the palm. That way when I twist my palm up, right? So if you look at me sideways, you can see my wrist is being pulled back by the band, okay? So I want to think about flexing through the wrist to bring it up to a 45-degree angle so that I have control over the band through my wrist. The band isn't controlling me, yeah? And then from here, standing up nice and tall, boom, and then from sideways, we'll go down and up, okay? Boom, here we go, time for some work. Now we're gonna start to shoot for 10 and see what happens. Okay, 10's always a good number. Standing up nice and tall, here we go, boom. There we go. Here we go, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's good. Other side. I like in these shorts. They kind of give me a little bit of a camel toe. You can kind of see the outline of my dick in them. But, you know, they're cute, right? Maybe I should have got one size up where they could sew one more layer in there. If you like what you're seeing, log on to my OnlyFans, Poppy Acro, where you can see this in a thong. Behind the scenes footage of this naughty exercise shoot. Okay, other side. You think I'm joking now? Okay, here we go. Standing up nice and tall, boom, wrist over the elbow, elbow over the wrist, boom, closing down the abs, standing up tall, boom, bringing it out to the side, finding your alignment in the movement pathway, boom, it's small, going up, I'm not even closing it all the way yet, I'm just getting it stacked and right, boom, and then over. Yes, straight up and over. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, check this out. Get a nice pump going on right here. Yeah, this is when it starts to feel good, and the mirror is like, "What's up, Youre?" Yeah. Okay. Okay. Green. The next level, whatever that band is for you. Okay. My arms are gonna start to shake now, but we're gonna keep progressing through it. Here we go. Same deal. Nice and flat underneath the sole of my foot. Right. I'm going to figure out where I want the band. Obviously, it's going to get thicker, so it's going to cover more real estate on the hand. But as you push the hand up, the band starts to bend in half a little bit, right? So you're going to need to figure out where that is and how that feels on your hand to find the right stacking, right? And if you find that this band is too hard just to take with your arm, be like, oh, it's over here. Yeah, use your legs. Yeah, squat down. Get this thing, it's like you're lifting a weight up over your shoulder, like a bag of cement or something, and use the legs to lift up so that you can press through the band, okay? Boom, and move to the side here so I can see. Yeah, line my spine, straighten the hand, get nice and strong and tall. I don't know how many of these I'm going to get, but we're all doing it together. Yeah, boom, nice and slow with control. Because if you go out really quick, it's going to want to rip your arm back, okay? So you need to be in control of the band. Yeah, it's pushing into the back of my bicep a little bit. Look at my forearm here. Boom, hollow up a little bit. Whoo! 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's hot. And you're going to feel it through the side here, right? I'm doing a shoulder press, but I'm also compensating through the lats over here. You want to try not to get pulled over to the side so the obliques start to fire as well. There's a lot of things that I actually like about band work that you sometimes don't get out of regular weights, because weight is just static weight, and this has consistent resistance on the way up and down. Okay, so other side, right over here, squat, press up. Yep, boom, boom, boom. Try to tuck the pelvis under a little bit. Boom. Try not to lean too hard to one side because it's heavy. Boom, standing up tall, here we go. Get the wrist forward. Yeah, this is where I'm talking about the weight and quality of your movement starts to degrade. Because this is heavy and I'm trying to maintain good quality movement. 4, oh God. Okay, so I got 6 on the other 4 on this one. Take a breath. Now we can have a quick sip of water. I'm going to do one more set of the red, just kind of as a cool down, yet still engagement. So we're going to try and get 10, right? Because we're going to a lower weight, lower resistance, so we should be able to get more reps. But the more sets you do, the muscles are already starting to fatigue. So even if you got 10 here and this was your first set and you went up through 3 or 4 different bands and came back, hopefully you should get 10 reps out of this. Maybe you won't, because the muscle's starting to get tired from this position here. But this is good. Still good exercise. Standing up nice and tall. Boom. Wrist closed. Standing up tall. Here we go. Boom. Out to the side. Right. See, look, my form is all shit. My wrist is going different areas. Boom. Pop. Here. There we go. Pop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See how the wrist is moving? 9, 10. Gotta be mindful of it, yeah? Other side. Good. Right away. Press the hands. Here we go. Boom. Up overhead. Yeah, get yourself balanced out. Boom. Loosen the spine. Get nice and neutral. Yeah, warm it up here. Sometimes the bands catch on the big shoulders. 7, 6, 5. Ah, good press. 4. Woo! Feel it in the last. 3, 2, and 1. Ah. Okay. Take a quick breath. Right, so we're 2 exercises in, right? We did the shrugs, and we've done shoulder presses for the most part, okay? Now we're gonna do a little rotator cuff exercise, and then bring the arm straight out to the side like a T. I've only got 2 bands for this, okay? The yellow and the red. Yellow is already gonna be difficult for most people. The red one will be even harder. If you have the super thin bands, like these right here, once you get from the studio, these ones are super weak right here. So that could be good too, because this could be like a good starting position. Then you fold it in half, obviously you get twice the resistance, and then you move over to this yellow one. I don't know how this one compares to that yellow one as far as resistance is concerned, but those are super easy to work with, okay? So, you're gonna take this band. Okay, same deal, we're gonna step on it just like we did on the other side, okay? And we're gonna take it up and overhead, like so, okay? From here, I'm gonna do a little rotator cuff action. So I'm gonna keep the arms locked out from the shoulder to the wrist. So it's almost like I don't have an elbow, okay? I'm gonna try and keep it as straight as possible, okay? From here, I'm going to stir. So I'm stirring back to the side and in. So I guess this would be kind of an inward, or would it be outward? Because I'm going out first and then coming back in. I don't know. Back, outward, yes, in this direction. Okay, you could try both directions, doesn't really matter, but for me, I feel like this is the direction that works best for me. Once again, I'm trying to stand up tall without arching back. Yeah, neutral spine, closed off ribs for the most part. Boom, once I start to find this rhythm, now I'm gonna start to bring it out to the side. Like I'm making circles. Boom, yeah, I'm going in a clockwise motion if I look at my hand. Bringing it down to 90 degrees and pause, yes? Nice and straight, locked out through the arm, don't buckle here, don't lean through the side to try and offset. Boom, the shoulder, I'm already sagging a little bit, look at my arm. Bring it up a little bit higher. Boom, good, hold it here. Whew, it's like holding a bucket of sand. A little bit higher. Feel the pull. Higher. Oh, it's burning so bad. A little bit higher. Stand tall, be vigilant, and to the top. To the other side. Okay, once again, same deal, other side. Right here, nice and tall, and then lower just a little bit so I can see. Great, standing up tall, nice and straight, boom, little circles. This looks counterclockwise on this side, so. And then bringing it down to the side. And the left side is my weak side too. Out to the side like a T, nice and strong. Boom, don't pull this side. Boom, pull that hand back a little bit. Lift the arm up a little bit higher, squeeze. Little higher. Little higher. Top. Oh my God. These ones kill me. I love it though. Okay. Red band. We're not going to be able to make as many circles on the way down. So it's like I'm doing like scribble art or whatever on the way down with the yellow one. This one's like 3 big circles and onto the side. And then I'm going to be crying like a little baby. Okay, so here we go. Red band. Get yourself set. Take a breath in. Tell yourself you can do this. Yeah. Okay, ready, set. Here we go. Up. Over, boom. I don't like where the band is in my hand, so I'm going to shift it down just a little bit. So that way when I push back up and I create this 45 degree, I like that. Okay, I'm arching a lot right now. So I'm going to want to try and tuck down, right? Neutralize the spine and then close down on the ribs as I do this. Okay, same thing for you. You need to look at yourself. Standing up nice and tall, boom. Little circles. This is the easy part. When we start to take it away from the shoulder, stuff gets crazy. Come on. Boom, boom, boom. Like I'm bending in the elbow. I'm a cheater. Bullshit. Stay nice and strong. Oh, and my arm's a little bit low. Bring it up a little higher. Great. A little higher. Oh my God, that's so hard. Straight out the arm. A little higher. Oh my God. You might still be on the yellow band. That's cool. This red one's rough. I don't know if I'll ever graduate from this red one, because if I try the green one, it's like collapsing, right? So that's okay too, right? You might be stuck on a color for a while as you're working your way through. Okay, here we go. I'm going to shoot this down a little bit deeper into the palm because I learned from the other side, and hopefully it'll get me in the right place. Here we go, standing up, nice and tall, arm overhead, boom, here we go. Little circles. Little background music for you if you like this. Woo! Can I talk and still do it at the same time, bringing it down? And to the side, boom, squeeze. Ooh, it's a CP1 radio on Spotify. Lift it a little higher. Oh my God. A little higher. Oh Jesus. Okay. Yeah, that sucks. And my left side is weak too. Another water break real quick. It's not going to take too long. three exercises deep, right? Shrugs, shoulder press, little circles here, okay? So that's the shoulder action. We're gonna do one more, okay? This one's gonna really challenge you squeezing the elbows together. So it's gonna be like a dead press, yeah? Or if we had a bar or weights in front of us on our chest, right? You'd be pushing straight up, you'd be looking back, okay? So for this one, okay, obviously your face is in the way, right? If the bar was like on your chest. So you're gonna have to drop your head back a little bit so you have clearance, even though it's just a rubber band, okay? But what you don't wanna do is arch back to create space like this. It's almost like you're sitting up nice and straight in a recliner, and then everything goes back at the same time. It's like lean back like a cholo, right? Right here. So try not to arch through the back, but keep everything stacked and then just hinge right at the hips to create that little bit of space that you need, okay? So this one I'm gonna start with the red band. So you can definitely step up one because we're gonna be using two hands this time. So once again, I'm gonna stand here in between the band, okay? And then I'm gonna take the two bands. So I'm gonna try and squeeze my elbows together right here, yeah? And then the thumbs will be slightly inside as far as the band is concerned. Okay, right now it's not totally relaxed. There is a little bit of stretch that I'm giving it, but I want the band, right? So if you stood on it, right, it's like a perfect inside of the band. I want to try and get my hands inside and rolled on that so it's not twisting and going weird in the hand, okay? So here we go. I'm going to take it, I stack it, figure things out, okay? I'm like, boom. Here we are. Scoot over just a little bit, okay? So from here, look at the wrists. They're kind of to wing out to the side. I'm going to try and get them nice and square and stacked for the most part, okay? The band is pulling over the outside, so my hand naturally wants to go in that direction, but I'm going to have to squeeze back in a little bit here, okay? Squeezing the elbows in, I'm going to try and push straight up. This is where it starts to get hard. You're going to feel it in the shoulders. And as you start to press up and we do more weight, the arms are going to want to like go out to the side to try and get it overhead. We want to try and keep everything squeezed in nice and tight, okay? So from here, squeeze. Back down. Here, you feel on the shoulders. Hup. Ooh, overhead. Boom. Come on, hands. Yeah. That's okay a little bit. Just gotta work with the rotation. Boom. Boom. I'm gonna turn sideways for you. Yes. Boom. Right. Up. Squeeze. Overhead. Okay. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm already burning a little bit here. This is a nice shoulder exercise. Okay. Here we go. We're set. And roll. Whatever. I'm gonna work with it. Obviously it's never perfect. If you want to bend your knees just a little bit, you can. Remember, you're leaning back into a nice little reclining action. Here we go, and up. Woo! 2, damn. 3, 4. That's enough. 4. I mean, that's where I'm at. I quit. 4. Okay, that was weak sauce, but we are getting a good little shoulder exercise already. Quick water break. Then we're gonna go to a level up, one more. So even though I can't get to 10 on this right now, I could go back down to a yellow one. I just feel like that would be too light. So I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna stick with this 4, right? 4 is hard. I'm gonna try and get this green one just for a little bit of a challenge. You're still gonna get some, you know, muscle activation and some fun stuff out of it. And I know what's gonna happen now, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna start to push up, the elbows are gonna go up, we're gonna be like, we're pushing. We're still getting little exercise here. Okay, here we go. So you're moving up another band. If you just got 4 like I did, you could stay there if you want to. Yeah, boom, get under it. Boom, I'm gonna go just a little bit wider here this time. Before I was squeezing in tight, so I'm gonna open just a little bit wider, see if that helps me with my actual press here that I've got going on. Okay, standing up nice and tall, leaning back just a little bit, bend the knees a little bit, and I wanna show it straight to the ceiling. Boom, here we go. Up. Yes. Oh, you see the elbows are starting to kicking out there. Up. 2, come on. Squeeze the abs really tight. Boom, push with the arms. 4, yeah. It's like you're just a Terminator robot and only the arms work. 5, oh my God. Last one. 6, oh my God. That's hard. That's fine, it's hard. Back to the red. Okay, maybe we'll do a yellow one after that. And how are we doing on time? Let me take a look up here. 30 minutes. Okay. We're almost there. 30-minute workout. You'll be better than 4-minute abs, bro. 3-minute abs. You never seen that movie? Well, you can't go outside, so maybe you should go find it. Google it. I think it's not Dazed and Confused. What's the other stoner movie? That was like 2000s, and I think Dave Chappelle was in it. Dazed and Confused. is the 70s. What's the other stoner movie from back in the day? I don't know. Just look up top stoner movies. Look for Dave Chappelle. I feel like he was in it before he got super big. Anyways, on to the red one. Okay, this time I'm going to try a little bit wider like I did last time. Slight bend in the knees, right? Reclining back a little bit. Here we go. Pushing straight up. Up. Oh, this just feels so much lighter after the other one. 2, yep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Trying to get it all the way up there. 8. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. What is that? 4, 5 exercises deep now. We're getting there. We've got a few left that we're going to do, and then we're in pretty good shape as far as the shoulders are concerned. Yeah? Okay. So the last 2 exercises that we're going to do, one's going to be more of like a rowing exercise. We could use the pole, or we can actually stand on the bands. And then we're also going to do a morning glory type of exercise. Or morning glories, where you stand up nice and tall and you have like a bar over your shoulder. You stand up and you bend over and then come back up and have a neutral spine. Yeah, so it works the lower back, but it also really stretches out the hamstrings at the same time too. So we're going to start off simple, okay? Because we're using bands and we don't have a bar, we can't fold forward as much as we want to, because obviously the band will stop producing elasticity, okay, or resistance. So the first one, I'm going to stand sideways here, okay? A couple of options. One, I'm going to grab with a couple of fingers. I'll stand up really nice and tall. Boom, from here. And then arms are nice and straight by your side. And then I'm going to put a little tilt in the spine as I start to fold forward. And then right around here, my band starts to lose. It's not very hard. And then I'm going to pull back through, right? And I'm pulling through the lower back. I'm thinking about engaging there, not just pull through the shoulders, okay? So this one's kind of like a good warm-up. If I wanted a little more resistance out of this band, because this one's kind of weak and it stretches easier, what you could do is you could always take your band and tie a knot in the middle, yeah, and try to get it nice and equal between the upper and lower half, like this, right? You just kind of pull it nice and taut, yeah. And that little bit of band that's caught up in a knot right there might be enough to shorten the band so that you can get a little more resistance and a little more bend over, right? A little more fold over as you do this. So if I try this again, I stand up tall, that actually feels substantially better right there, okay? And then from here, I'm going to bend. I can bend a little bit further, over, and up, back. And this feels really good. I love it in the hamstrings, and then I'm also feeling it in the lower back, yeah? Loving it in the hamstrings, the lower back. Tilting, tilting, pull, and back. Okay, so these ones you're going to have to figure out how many you want to do, but don't worry, we're about to get started with this. We are already doing this, okay? So now I'm going to move over to this green band. Let's see what happens here, okay? Same deal. This one's going to have a lot more resistance, okay, than the red one. So I'm going to stand on it here. Yeah, here we go. Boom, we're figuring that out. Or you could also stand a little bit wider on the sides of the band to release the amount of space that stretches up here. So you can open up your feet, maybe to like hip width part, and then stand up. It's going to pull through the side of the foot a little bit more. So you're going to have to think about rolling the feet outward externally, yes, to keep the band nice and flat. Boom. So I'm standing up nice and tall. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm trying to go forward, not booty back as I bend forward. Yeah, I'm trying to think about folding forward. The booty moves back because it's counterweighting. Yeah, feeling the lower back. 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's pretty good. Woo! Ready to feel that? I'm going to try one more up. Damn, I actually feel it really good in the lower back here. Okay, one more exercise. Yeah, and if you want to come back and do some extra reps of this, totally recommend it. Yeah, get that lower back super nice and tight. Nice and tight. Boom. Here we go. Folding over. Da, 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 da. Standing up. Ooh, this one's going to be tough, okay? So, you never want to pull through the back. Remember, that's how you get back accidents, okay? So if you're like hunched over and round, you're like, oh my God, it's so fucking hard. How am I supposed to stand up? Bend your knees. Yes, get a neutral spine. Stand straight up with the legs. Want to see that one more time? Boom, here I am. I was thinking about rolling through the back. Bad idea, right? Well, I can't pull and get a neutral spine, so what do I need to do? I need to bend my knees so I can get a neutral spine to push my body back, and then I can stand back up. Okay, here we go. Nice strong legs. Fold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pulling the shoulders back. Do you see that? I was starting to close up like this. Try to keep them to the side. 6, 7. Fold forward, less ass back. 8. Look at my triceps though. 9, 10. Turn it to the side. Yeah, you're a fitness pro, bikini model. Boom. Check out the guns. Boom. Pull up. Okay. Okay, we're almost done. One exercise. 30 minutes for the most part, I'm right on. Okay, so now we're gonna do rows, yeah? So we have 2 options here, okay? One, you can use the pole. Okay, so for the pole, really simple, okay? You take it around the back of the pole, nice and easy, okay? You could also wrap it around in a circle, or if you're using the same band or a few bands, right? You take it, you tie just a simple last knot right here, and then this will keep it from pulling down or rolling down the pole as you come back between your different levels of band, okay? But since I'm gonna be cycling through a few different ones, I don't feel like doing that right now, okay? I am gonna wrap it around one extra time so I don't have to stand back as far. Oh my God, come on, Brandon, right? Here we go. Don't worry, this is gonna happen to you too. You're like, oh my God, I just wrapped it and unwrapped, yeah? It's like watching, I don't know, it's like watching a dog carry a big ass branch through a doorway, right? Until they figure it out. Boom. Okay, so we got this good. Okay, so we're gonna do rows. We want something that's, you know, right here. Okay, hip level, waist height. Yeah. Okay. Now, depending on how much resistance you're gonna want and need, that will dictate how far you step back. Also, make sure that your pole is nice and secure, because the last thing you want to be doing is doing rows, especially with the high waist, and have that thing slip out and castrate you, okay? So, or maybe you don't have health insurance and you just want a cheap, easy way to get rid of, you know, the opportunity. Anyways, so you're gonna have a little bend in the knees. You got a little bit of resistance here, right? You can do one arm or 2 at a time. I like to do one single arms first and then doubles at the very end. So I'm going to keep the wrist facing forward, right? It's like I'm in Star Wars flying a TIE fighter or something like that, or an X-Wing. Boom, on my hands on the stick. I'm going to pull back, straight back. Yeah, boom, boom, one side. Yep, keep facing forward. Pull through the arm, through the entire lat right here, and also trying to squeeze the shoulder blade towards the center line, right? And then I'll switch to the left side where I'm pulling, right? Pulling back. It's almost like, I don't even know, like I'm some fucking toxic masculine man. I'm like, boom, ba, ba, boom, shalaka, ga, 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 right? One of these, like, booyah! Okay, that's the kind of pull that you want when you're doing something like this, okay? So then you do 5 on each side to warm up, and then 5, yeah, at the same time. Pull back, boom, and when you think you can't get any more, pull a little bit more and squeeze your shoulder blades behind you, yeah? It's like you're trying to pinch a quarter between your shoulder blades or break a walnut, yeah? 4, 3, 2, last one, and that's not too bad. I might go a little bit lower on this next one because I'm feeling like that's a little bit high, okay? So we're gonna come to the red one. Okay, the yellow one, definitely a warm-up, way too easy for most people unless you have some pre-existing conditions that I don't know about. Okay, or you could also double wrap if you want to. Wrap it up twice, yeah. That way you don't have to step back as far, right? The more you use, the more you lose, okay? So that's good for right here. I'm gonna take a half a step back. I've got a mat under my feet that you guys can't see, but this is good, right? This is the relaxed band for the most part. Okay, and me engaging into it a little bit here. I'm just going to twist this way because it's slightly off center. Boom, here I am, standing up nice and tall. 1, 2. I might even take another half a step backwards because I feel like I'm not getting a good full pull from here to there. 3, there we go. 4, 5, we're going for 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, other side, 10, 9, 8, 7, and you need to control the release. 6, don't just be like done and done, yeah? 6, 5, 4, as you release the band, 3, you want to let it stretch back nice and slow. 2, okay, and 1, and then doubles at the same time. Here we go. This is going to be a little bit harder. I might take a half a step forward again. Here we go. 10, whoo, that's hard. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, okay. Last one, I can't cheat you. 1, yeah, okay. So pulling through this, that's not too bad, yeah? Like I said, you don't just want it to be, you don't want to rip and pull back because that's easy, right? You want to pull on it like you're pulling a thread out of your coat, yeah? And if this is too easy for you, you need to slow down. So you need to figure out what that is. You're like, this is too easy. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does this make sense? Right? Because if something is super light for you, slow it down so that you're in active engagement longer. Okay? We'll do one more set and then we'll wrap up because now I'm starting to get tired. But if you're more vigilant than I am, feel free to go back and do some of the stuff you want to. Okay? So once again, this is the green band. Okay, you might be leveling up to a different color, something less or more than me, who knows? Yeah? Try to get them nice and equal, right? Because this one is a little bit longer. I mean, the solution to this, okay, is if you're on a pole and this one is longer and this one is shorter, watch this. Oh, damn, now it's the same size, right? So you don't need to finick around and screw around with making it perfect from one angle when you can just constantly wrap the, right? If I go this direction, I'm wrapping this one more and unwrapping this one. That makes it equal, right? But for you guys, since it's video, okay, I'm going to make it nice and equal right there. That's pretty good. Good. Okay? Okay, final one. This is fucking hard. I don't even know if I'm going to get a full pull out of it. 1, oh my god. 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's hard. I'm going to turn around so you can see what the back looks like, okay? So you can see from, I'm going to check it out from behind, yeah? Okay. Here we go. Nice and close, yeah? Oh, look at that. And the axe matches the bands. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we get. 1, 2, 3, pulling lower. 3, 2 at a time. Oh my god, I can't. 3, 2, oh my god, 2 at a time. The band is too strong for me. So, what I would do, just stick to one arms, okay? Now, if you don't have a pole, here's the final thing. I probably should have said this at the beginning, okay? If you don't have a pole, you can still do the same thing, right? Same thing as the morning glories, yeah? You're gonna stand on the band, stand sideways, boom, bend your knees, neutral spine, fold over a little bit more, not quite a half back, right? From this right here position, and then pull, same deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, okay? It's like doing a dumbbell row. If you've never seen the people at the gym, there's usually a bench, and they're kneeling on it like this, and they're folded over, right? It almost looks like they're ready to, you know, do a cat and a cow, right? It'd be like this. You're on the floor. This would be your bench, right? And then the bench obviously allows you to reach deeper with the dumbbell so that you can pull it up and pull back even further up back here. So if you have a little bench or some kind of chair that's stable enough for you to kneel on, you could do that too, but you would bend over and we're pulling up. We're going to be on a little bit of an angle, so we're going to work a different area of the lats. Okay, so that was a quick little, not quick, but like a 30-40 minute band workout. That's actually a good amount of exercise right there. And you didn't even know you could do that, right? So shoulders, a little bit of back action, some conditioning, all the good stuff. So hopefully you enjoyed that. If you even made it to the end here, I appreciate you. Trying to survive, you know, coronavirus is crazy right now. I'm sure a lot of us are laid off of work or temporarily on hold. I'm trying to do the hustle as best as I can, but I do want to share a little bit of some exercise stuff that will hopefully help take care of some of the boredom. If you're one of my like special followers, I did open an OnlyFans up, Poppy Acro. Okay, you can find it there, and I just started a new IG, Poppy Acro, which is going to be more of my sensual, side of acro, not just the pole and handstands and like, the PG-13 rated R kind of stuff. It's going to be like pushing the boundary kind of stuff for fun. So if you want to join me over there, you know where to find me. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much.